Wuthering Waves just dropped something quite massive. They actually are innovating the gameplay once again. They are actually adding a brand new mechanic to the combat system, which might change Wuthering Waves combat forever. They also dropped a lot of information about the upcoming new region, lahai with this new Twitter post. They showed off the new factions, then they also showed the exploration preview here, giving a bit of insight what this new region is gonna contain. Also showed some creatures here, some brand new mecha echoes. Look at those guys. We got some mecha reindeers and bombs and whatever that is. But what this video actually is gonna cover is this new combat mechanic called tuneability with the off-tune level and mistune. And from the Twitter post, you can already see what this is all about. Your attacks build up a new type of mechanic that's called off-tune. You can see that one when the shield is actually getting filled up. Once the enemy's off-tune level is at maximum, they enter the mistune state. When this new indicator is filled up for normal enemies, you actually deal more damage to them. You can see the HP bar changes the color a little bit. It becomes like a bit like crystally and shiny. But for bosses, it's a bit different. On top of doing more damage to them, you will also get a quick time event that appears on the screen, making it available to do somewhat of a finisher to these enemies, dealing massive amounts of damage. On this preview here, we see that Yang Yang is doing it, so that means pretty much every character can do this, and it might be a buff for every existing character in the game now, making maybe more characters viable than ever. The crazy thing is, this mechanic is now in the game. One of the new combat events in 2.8 is testing this new mechanic out, and in this video, we're gonna try out this new mechanic and find out for ourselves if this is even a good mechanic or a bad one. I will also tell you guys my first impression about this mechanic in the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. And honestly, I'm quite excited to check this mechanic out. It has been a while since I was actually this excited for something happening in WUWA. So now let's read the description of this. This seems very important, so I'm gonna read the whole thing. Some of your attacks build up certain enemies off-tune level. So you can see the bar is already like in a different type of color. Once their off-tune level reaches the limit, they enter the mistune state. And I guess if HP bar has this color, it actually means that they're already in the mistune state. We can already see here a button to press. So this is actually maybe similar to the finisher move that we had back in the days in the 1.0 update when we were fighting like Crownless, if you guys remember that. During this state, you can unleash a powerful tune break to shatter their defenses. Landing a tune break resets the enemy's off-tune level and inflicts tune disruption, leaving them vulnerable to follow-up attacks. So you probably press this button, and then they will also, on top of that, get more damage from your characters. I get this feeling already that they add this into the game, so every character gets a little buff. It doesn't really matter which character you use now, they will all benefit from this. I don't think this is like limited to any certain character. So next page we have, when an enemy uses a special skill, a red ring will appear as a warning. Okay, so we got a brand new indicator here for bosses. I wonder if this is also on normal enemies. If you successfully dodge or counter, so you can also counter this. Oh, if you counter it, they immediately enter the mistune state, so you can already do the finisher again. I guess it also disrupts them, I assume. Attack enemies with tune break in this state will not reset their off-tune level. So what I understood here is that this is pretty much like a bonus to the already existing parry abilities that bosses have. This is like better than a parry. If you hit the parry in the game, it actually destroys the vibration bar quite a bit, right? But this seems to be like the next level parry. So and if you parry this one, this will reward you quite a bit. And you can also do a finisher move. Okay, let's just play it. Enough reading, guys. I hope I'm not gonna die immediately. Okay. Let's see if we can already see like some of the new stuff. Shield button, I think that looks new. That might be actually it. So if we fill this up, we will get this new finisher move, I assume. Let's hope I'm not embarrassing myself here. Normally I don't record videos while doing the combat, but I'm gonna try my best. So it's already half full. Okay, was this already a red indicator? It was hard to tell, to be honest. We got a parry here. That's not the red one yet. Can we see the red one? Camera, don't give up on me. Oh, it's already misfinished. Oh, okay, we can do the finisher now. Oh my god, okay, we just did like 80,000 damage right there. And now he should be taking even more damage than before. Since it's like, oh my god, what did we just do? I just did so much damage. I don't know what happened. Okay, that was the first, what was it called? Tune break something. I just hit for 680,000 damage. Okay. I mean, guys, this is like with the buffs that I'm using, so don't look at the damage numbers. But interesting new mechanic. I didn't really see the red indicator in this one. So let's actually try out another one. Let's hope that with Crownless here, we're gonna get a better insight of what this new system looks like. I do like how the HP bar looks now. Actually, I'm not even gonna attack him. I'm gonna wait until he does his red... What was it called? TUNEBREAK stuff appears. We're gonna parry that. Okay, so what I see is if I don't even attack him, he doesn't fill up the bar for the TUNEBREAK. I already think like I'm not used to saying all these new words, man. Adding like a new mechanic just as an update is crazy, no? Because this is gonna change the game forever, for sure. Which means I'm curious now, since we filled it up now, I'm just gonna use it here. The finisher move. Oh, we actually turned into like in some echo form. So is he also gonna take more damage now, or is it only when he's broken too? Okay, it's still new to me, guys. Don't mind me. But it is definitely something that's adding a bit more depth to the combat. I think definitely. Ultimately, I think this is gonna make bosses easier if every boss is gonna have this. Because I was also thinking, is this like a mechanic that's exclusive to 3.0 region? Is this every boss that's gonna have this from now on? Are they actually gonna add in new patterns for bosses and stuff like that? So, okay, the interesting thing that I just saw was that we turned into an echo for the finisher move. Maybe Yang and all the other characters have unique abilities. Can I actually also just solo the boss? I'm kind of curious about that. Let's just do Shopkeeper Rover. Now I hope we're gonna see some red here. Come on, give me some red indicators. Come on. That was a normal pairing. That was yellow. I don't know. I have quite the feeling that this makes the game just a lot easier. Like, tell me in the comments what you guys think about this, but adding a whole new damage system on top of what already existed. And let's be real, the game was not that hard. Okay, another finisher here. Yeah, that was like 150k. Yeah, look, I can literally finish this with 2 people. I mean, we are buffed up. Don't forget about that. We have like these roguelike cards active. And you can activate this actually quite fast as well. Look, if you just keep attacking, it actually fills up quite consistently. You can even fill this up with support. So this is even gonna make healer runs stronger, right? So yeah, if you guys like WUWA S0 versus Hologram 6 boss fights, maybe it's gonna make like these boss fights easier now. Fighting with a healer versus a boss or something. Some crazy runs that you want to do, right? So now I can do the finisher. Oh, now you see the red aura here. Okay, now I also missed pressing F. You can also miss the window. I can do it again now. All right. Maybe you actually cannot even miss the window. Honestly, I think they should do that, though. Yeah, you should be getting punished if you don't press the button early enough. It kind of feels good. I kind of like it. I see what they're going for. Adding a bit more depth to the combat, a bit more to do, right? It adds something more to do. It keeps you a bit more busy than usual. First impression, it's good. Who knows if this is the end product that's gonna come out in 3.0. Maybe they're just testing it here. I'm also not sure if this is gonna be implemented for old bosses as well. As you can see it here, it might be that this is like a Lahai Roy region only thing, but don't quote me on that. I think they're gonna add this to every enemy, but it does feel quite good. So what I've noticed now again here is that this guy doesn't even have, look, he doesn't even have the thing. So there might be bosses where you cannot even do that new TUNEBREAK system. Okay, now he went off the bike. Oh, now he has the thing. Okay. The TUNEBREAK was enabled in the phase 2 when he went off the bike. All right, so that was the last boss I was able to do in this event. But as you can see, this is my first impression. This was the new TUNEBREAK system. Yeah, I think I like it. It adds a bit more depth. It keeps you a bit more busier. It also does quite some damage. And I imagine this is like ultimately a buff for every character in the game, but it also might make every boss fight easier. If this is a thing for every boss that's already existing in the game, it will make the game so much easier. Yeah, I'm curious though, because these are wrong numbers that we saw. Like I did like 150k damage with these finishers sometimes. It might be that it's going to be weaker when it's coming out in 3.0 in the overworld. We definitely have some buffed up cards here, because here upgrade TUNEBREAK, increase TUNEBREAK damage and stuff like that. Yeah, so don't take these numbers for granted. I like developers that always try to innovate the game. I think this move is actually quite respectable, giving more to do to the player while doing combat. It might also now change how you play the game. As you saw, you can now do this with support characters as well. Like, it's not necessary to stay on a DPS to fill up that bar. You can do it with a support. You can do it with an off-fielder or anybody. So there might be actually a lot of new metas that gonna come out with this new mechanic. I can see the vision here. This is gonna refresh the game. It's gonna make the game quite different. And I cannot wait to see what players will come up with when this is out, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a way how to fill up this new indicator super fast, and then you just spam these new finisher moves all the time. I cannot wait to see that. But yeah, let me know your guys' opinions in the comments. Do you like this new system? Do you think it's a good one? Do you think it's gonna make the game a bit too easy? Yeah, let me know in the comments, and I appreciate you all for watching as always, guys. Join our Discord server to join in our conversation. Let's talk about this new system, and that's gonna cover it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Subscribe for more Wuthering Waves, and I see you all in the next one. Bye.